Welcome everyone tonight to the CORE ARCA Menards Series. We're coming to you tonight from Bristol Motor Speedway in the dirt. Um, I'll be broadcasting with you tonight. Ricky has got some things he's got to take care of and won't be making it in. We'll catch, like Caleb will make it in for the truck race later. But as of right now, it looks like our track temperature is 75. It is 80 degrees outside, 74% humidity. So that'll be a little interesting to see how quickly the moisture and everything with this new dirt update evolves. So all that being said, let's swap over here and see what the race specs are looking like tonight. Looks like we got about 20 seconds left of qualifying now. Looks like Connor Popwell is leading with an 18,789. Then you have Eric Andrews over there with what appears to be the exact same time. And look at that, the top three less than a thousandth of a second away from each other. That's just impressive. Caleb Collins looking, oh, he's only 40. Yeah. You know, your top fives are all right in there at about the same time. So this should be good. We got a few heats coming for you tonight. And of course, my little doodad decided it wanted to act up. There we go. Okay. So let's look at the grid for this race here. For looks like your first. Oh yeah, that's right. We're going to do two heats. They're both 40-lap races. Second will be a full invert. So looking from first place, Connor. Second place, Eric Andrews. Third place, Josh Anderson. Fourth, Caleb Collins. Fifth, Dan Wiles. Kelly Porter in sixth. Joe Sullivan in seventh. Dakota Camper in eighth. Matt Crockett in ninth. Dan Phelps in 10th. Cody Jacobs in 11th. And John Crane is in 12th. And then let's where is my grid box? There we go. AJ Chantry in 13th, Casey Phelps in 14th, and then your points leader Zach Roethlisberger will be starting in the back in 15th. All right, let's pull up our race thing here. And track map, we'll go with the car number here. See if it likes to load on Bristol Dirt. Sometimes it doesn't. Make sure we are live, and we are. So we don't need to know the top speed here tonight. We need to know these guys' car number. That'll help you out a little bit here. All right. As we get going here, watching everybody come by here on the back straight. All right, we got this going good. All right. Everything all the way as it should be. Let's check in with, we'll put it on Mr. Eric Andrews here for a second. Oh, and a nice Hooters 40th anniversary paint job back in an Impala after being in the Dodge for a while. So no false advertising on that one. Although there are a few Mustangs and Camrys that look suspiciously like Impalas to me. But hey, to each their own. Alright, so we have 15 guys out there on track tonight, it appears. And we should be coming around for this first lap. This truck should just drop off into the thing. So we do have damage turned back on for these guys tonight. So looks like the sun is making a nice little presentation here. Let's see what some of these cameras are looking like. Let's see if we got a spotter cam anyone in here. Ooh.
Green's out. Green flag. Green flag.
Watch them in TV3. Connor going into turn one. You got Josh down there on the low side. Caleb Cobb's looking for that high side. Old Dirty Bird special. Ooh, getting caught up by Eric Andrews there. Going around that high line in that nasty stuff up top. But he is, top line is definitely giving him a run. Can we see a crossover as he comes on down? All right. Whoa. This is a little bit of mid-corner pace loss there out of that slide job. May have gotten a little too sideways. Watch him and Anderson battle it out here. Trying. So with the new update, I've had a few guys tell me that we should see the lines change up a little bit quicker. And tire wear on the 40-lap race tonight shouldn't be too bad unless these guys are just abusing the absolute crap out of the tires. But it looks like Josh and Caleb settling into a nice little battle here. Josh getting a little bit of better run up there on that high side. Starting to take a look maybe at making a move on Eric Andrews possibly. It looks like the high line just really has that drive off the top of the corner. Now we see Caleb moving up to that high side, going to give it a little try. Try to get up into some of that moisture. Don't see too many people running the bottom of the track tonight, which, you know, on a quick reset. Oh, we have a reset. Let's see here. Looks like it's something involving Mr. Cody Jacobs. Got Dan Phelps in the 85, Cody Jacobs in the 81. Looks like Cody gets down into that inside. Oh, comes into the side of Dan and just spins her around. Not too much you can do on that one. Sometimes you get down under that line and there's just nothing left down there. It kind of unloads the suspension and that's all the car has to do. It just kind of forced him right up into Dan there. I don't see a lot of damage on that 85, maybe. I got the front end a little bit there, it looks like. Hopefully that won't affect his race too much. Up here in the lead, you still have Mr. Popwell. I know Dylan was waiting to get in, so he may start a few laps behind, I'm hoping. As he got logged and registered for the session. Oh. Bad iRacing, not doing the right things here. Let's run through and pull this zoomed in view we got here. Check out some of these paint jobs. Connor running the, just looks like to be the standard iRacing paint for these. Eric Andrews in the 40th anniversary Hooters car there. That's a nice little paint job. And then Josh Anderson in the Top Split Brotherhood car there. Caleb Collins running the West Texas A&M University. All right. So, I wonder if he's going for a West Texas holiday, but also TX whiskey there on the hood. Kelly Pointer in the Pointer Motorsports machine there with that. He does such that 75 does a nice job on the numbering there. There's definitely something going on with the map, as you can see when the color hits it, or the sun hits it there. Dakota Camper in the 43 for unchanged. Oh, excuse me. And then 17, we have Dan Wiles in the America Racing / Monster Energy car here. Matt Crockett in the Liquid Death Sparkling Water. Ooh, the green ones are good, I do know that. Zach Roethlisberger in the Mellow Yellow, so he is already up 6 spots from starting back there in the back. Joe Sullivan in that number 76 there. John Crane in the 11. AJ Chantry in the 19. Birds Aren't Real, Learn the Truth. Alright, a little bit of conspiracy theory going on there. Cody Jacobs in the 81 there, and that is Illumination. Casey Phelps in the 17 monster car down there. And as we said earlier, Dan Phelps in that 85. So let's look back here at that. See if we can get the pace trip. There we go.
Green flag.
Looks like we are about to go green here. Oh, we are still on the replay. That's why, guys. Sorry. There we go. So it looks like your leader's still Connor. Looks like Caleb there managed to get past Josh Anderson. Is looking to make a move on the 9 of Eric Andrews. Trying to find something up there on that high line. As we are just past a quarter of the way through this 40-lap race tonight. Looks like... Ooh. Interesting how they're setting them on in here. Let's watch Zach already up 2 more positions here coming up on the back of Dakota. See if Zach's just as good on dirt as he is on asphalt. But it looks like he's got that number 51 machine under control there. So I've got a feeling he's no slouch on dirt. Let's see, you got Dakota coming up on the back of Kelly Pointer here. If we do this, we might get a nice little spot on all these guys here. box will show me the right thing. There we go. Dakota looking for that low line to see if he can find something on Kelly here. Just driving it down there, that mid corner. You can see Zach getting a much better run. Looking for a little bit of that crossover. Kelly getting into the wall just a little bit. Zach sending it down low, trying to pull the crossover on Dakota there. Gets it done. Gonna look on the inside of 75. Yeah, 75 is looking on the inside of Josh. Ooh, a little bit of a touch there. But they hold it off. Good job, guys, on keeping it straight. As Zach is just moving through this field. Zach's fastest time so far is a 1904. Josh and Caleb have managed a 1898. So, everybody up front here running about the same times. But your leader's still out in front at lap 17 is Connor. Eric Andrews holding his own for dirt on dirt. So, good job, Eric. Let's see how Zach... now that he's up here and a little bit quicker, guys. Ooh, Josh up into the wall. Is that going to give Zach the run he needs? I believe it will. Zach sliding it down low. Is he? Yep. There's that slide job coming up a little high. Josh thinking about a crossover. And now he's going to have a run. Looks like Zach's got him covered off. Zach running a little bit of a different line than some of these guys. Kind of dominating the corner off a little bit more. So... Caleb keeps trying to work that high line to get a nice run on Eric, but it's just not quite paying off, I think, the way he wants it to. All right, here we come, here we come. Oh, Caleb getting in the back. Andrews just had a little bit of too much of a run there. Oh, we have carnage all the way back here. Kelly missing a hood. Let's go back here. Who all do we have? Looks like the crash part of Josh Anderson here might be the correct one to watch. Let's go down to quarter speed here as he can come into this corner. Check out. Is TV1 gonna be the one to watch? You got Dakota and Kelly back there, yeah, so we'll get everybody. So we already know. Yeah, but at this point, there is nowhere for Josh to go. Does a nice undercarriage inspection for Mr. Andrews there. Kelly with just nowhere to go, flipping Josh up. Yeah, that's the bad thing about these non quote-unquote dirt cars is they don't always respond to changes once you kind of set them up for the middle of that corner too well. Looks like Crockett gets by on the outside. That is Joe Sullivan down there on the bottom getting through. So we will go back live here. Looks like some guys are getting some damage taken care of in the pits here. Maybe taking some tires because I only have a set, but we'll see. We'll check in after the race and see exactly how bad the wear is on some of these. Let's see. So we have a few guys. Let's pull up this pit strategy thing here. So it looks like the highest man up to pit would be Phelps, but he pitted quite a while ago. I'm not quite sure that thing's showing me. There we go. They'll have to all do a lap to see who came in that last lap. That puts Zach down to 15th again. Yeah, did he get caught for speeding in the pits or something? Oh, I'm showing that Zach crashed here. What happened with Zach? This looks to be after the fact. Is that... We'll have to see what's going on there, because that looked like he was almost doing a donut in place. And he gets it. Maybe some issues with a brake pedal or something that he got figured out. That looks a little weird. Alright. Let's go back live here. Next coming around. This promotes Matt Crockett all the way up to second. Joe Sullivan in fourth. In third, and Mr. Eric Andrews is now in fourth. So it looks like he got the. Looks like he just has pushed in a little bit on that left rear. Not too bad of damage. But Mr. Caleb Collins for that, I believe, since he is now a lap down, takes the penalty. Looks like the lights are off the pace truck, so we are going to be going green here. Let's see. Do we have... Look through all my cameras here real quick. Check out that starter cam as they come around here. Oh, nice digger cam here. Unfortunately, I think the guys are all going to be a little on the high side tonight to really take advantage of that. So showing the green flag up here. Connor getting a nice jump there off the line.
Green flag.
Ooh, Sullivan getting a little sideways. Watch these guys go into one. Come through two. See them go up on there in the back stretch. Oh! Dakota getting up under the 81 there, it appears. We'll have to take a look at that one here. So the 81 here is a little slow off pace and kind of comes up. Yeah. Not too much Dakota could do that being up there against the wall. Not like these cars stop on a dime on dirt. All right. So, pulling up the... it is... Why are you not going back to the live? Thank you very much. Let's pull this back. There we go. So we got the gap, the intervals. So we are on lap 29 of 40. Like we're about halfway through on time, so we should get this one finished in for the night before the next one. Okay, there we go. So Caleb will wind up having to drop back towards the back of the field after that one. At least I believe so. Sometimes the yellow flags to dirt for me are a little weird. But now Zach's only going to have about 9 laps to go to come all the way back from 12th. So he'll need to get a move on pretty quick, get at least 9 spots there if he wants a interview for us to find out what happened with his. We'll put him back there. There we go. We are still all right. And checking in. All right. Looks like the stream is still going good this week and not having any of the issues from last week. Yay! Not too bad for a night where we get a massive update. So looking in here, lap 31 of 40. Check up here on the front of the field. The lights are still on, so we're going to at least finish this lap out before we go green.
Green's out. Green flag. Green flag.
All right, and we are back green. All right, 76 up there on the high side. 19. See if Sullivan has anything for Connor. Sullivan just riding that high side. Is he going to have a better run off the corner there? Ooh, a little bit of blinking out of Connor. Got Dakota looking to make up some positions here, along with Anderson. Oh, Dakota just disappearing off the screen. Oh, iRacing doing its normal little thing. Looks like Dakota may have. I'm not showing him coming back there. Zach already up to 6th position here. Making a charge to that field. 19 into the 17. Oh, into the wall. Looks like everybody keeps it straight. Oh, Caleb getting into the 75 there, trying to run that low line. Caleb making a move on. Zach trying to work on the number 10 of Matt Crockett there, trying to make that low line work. Ooh, it's just so hard to get that car off of the corner on that low line. 3 laps to go this time around. Just sliding up a little high. Does Zach have enough? Checking into our leaders here. Connor off to a nice lead. You have Eric Andrews and Josh. Oh, maybe a little bit of net code possibly there between Eric and Josh. And you have Crockett, and you have Sullivan and Caleb back there. Oh, Caleb up into the wall a little bit. Sounds like Caleb may be all up in the wall. I didn't get the dirty. Oh, there we go. Zach getting that run. Is it? That high line just has too much coming off the corner. See him here. He just tries to. Doesn't quite have. Oh, there's a much better run. See if he can send it hard in here. Gets it. Gets it. Caleb. Ooh, there we go. Matt's got. Is there enough there? Shuts the door on him. See if he can get it one more time. Get enough coming out of this corner to hold off the charge from Matt. Oh, Eric Andrews and Josh battling up here. Looks like Zach took it from Crockett. And looks like Eric's going to come away with that position there. Just a little bit of racing between these guys up here at the end. All right. That was a good one. So let's pull up our results page here. See what we got. With your winner, Connor Popwell. Second will be Eric Andrews. Third, Josh Anderson. Fourth, Caleb Collins. Fifth, Daniel Wiles. Sixth, Kelly Pointer. Seventh, Joe Sullivan. Eighth, Dakota Camper. Ninth, Matt Crockett. 10th, Dan Phelps. 11th, Cody Jacobs. 12th, John Crane. 13th, AJ Chantry. 15th, Casey Phelps. And hold on, these are not correct. We need the Heat 1 results, not the qualifying. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. Heat 1, Connor Popwell in first, Joe Sullivan in second, Eric Andrews in third, Josh Anderson in fourth. Fifth is Zach Roethlisberger. Sixth is Matt Crockett. Seventh is Caleb Collins. Eighth is Daniel Wiles. Ninth, Kelly Pointer. 10th, John Crane. 11th, AJ Chantry. And 12th will be Casey Phelps. 13th, Dan Phelps. 14th, Cody Jacobs. And 15th, Dakota Camper. And so we are going straight into the next one. We're going to have to save these interviews for our next go round. Not quite enough time to bring them in. So no warm-up session in between. All right. And so this time looks like once we regrid up, it'll be Dakota Camper, Cody Jacobs, Dan Phelps, AJ Chantry, Casey Phelps, Kelly Pointer, John Crane, Dan Wiles, Caleb Collins, Matt Crockett, John Anderson, Eric Andrews, Joe Sullivan, Connor Popwell, and Zach Roethlisberger in the pits. Not coming out just yet. Oh, not good for Zach. We'll have to see what's going on with that 51 machine here shortly. The pace lights are out, so we are about to go green. Let's check out our starter cam here as they come on down this. So they're going to go for one more lap. We'll watch all of these guys pace into one here. as they come into the back straight here. Ooh, oh, that's it's an interesting little whine I haven't heard out of them. I'll have to check the stuff and see if they updated the sounds for these cars. As that pace truck comes on in and we're about to go green. Dakota getting a good jump at 81 there. As they come into turn 1. They come through turn 2. Oh, a little bit of contact down there between, looks like Chantry and Phelps. Check out that digger cam. Whoa, running right over it, trying to get that low line here earlier on. Turn 4, who all we got? Looks like that might be Eric Andrews and Dan Phelps possibly involved. Oh, also Connor and Zach coming out. Looks to be 2 laps down, so if that's a technical difficulty, he will get all but 1 back. I'm seeing that Dan Phelps here. Let's see what's going on. Well, oh no, so this is actually... Let's go back a little bit. I'm thinking we need to go back a little more manually here. Let's look at the 019. That'll be Connor. Taking it 3 wide here. And let's see if we can find a good far chase cam here and see how this went. So, making it work. Looks like it gets a little bit of a shot of net code from the 7. And then it's tracking down. Gets into the back of Eric Andrews a little bit there. And Eric's down low, so that pushed him under. And then, ooh, a little bit of phasing through. AJ with nowhere to go. Gets sideways into the 19. Looks like everybody else kind of just missing pit road there. AJ takes the escape. So there we go. Connor spins it around and gets going again here. Huh. Saying that Dakota crashed along with Kelly. This is after that. Oh, that's just for going slow, trying to let the pace truck by there. Alright. So we are on lap 4 here, as these guys are pacing around. Alright, here, let's see. Appears to be the lights are off, so we will go next time by. Yeah, that's a nice little camera there. So I think it's that half of the track. And it gets the other. This might be the way to watch this start here. I like this better than the starter cam. It's a little bit more in focus. Pace truck ducks it down off. See Dakota getting a launch off the start there. All right. Caleb Collins has moved his way to the outside line there. They come in down to 2. They are 3 wide coming through there. They're starting to fan out a little bit. Josh running that low line. All right. As they come in through here. Oh, let's try this drone cam. That's not a bad way to watch it. Pulling in on Caleb Collins here. Should be able to keep everybody in frame just running that high line, waiting for that groove to roll in on the top for him. Looks like Dakota's trying it too. 81 starting to get a little bit of a run as we look down through here. Looks like Zach is your best mover here, up 5 spots, along with Joe Sullivan, who's also up 5. As ooh, John Crane into the wall a little bit there. But then you got Kelly Pointer kind of just losing track of these guys up front. But definitely Caleb, Cody, and Dakota, Caleb, and Cody up here. Looks like Caleb getting around Cody there. I believe that is the Well, maybe the drone's not the best. Pylon, that's a neat little cam. Not the one we're looking for. Where's my TV3? Go back to the good old-fashioned one there. 2 might be a little bit better there. As Caleb starts to look like he's going to work on our leader Dakota Camper here. They're both trying to run that high line. To Caleb running his little trademark right up against the wall. Make sure he's not trying to pull a Chastain on anybody and ride that wall. But he is slowly getting closer and closer to the back of that 43. See where he's making up the time. Is it on the exit? It's definitely getting a little bit of a draft. If it's really the mid corner seems to be where he's picking up. Dakota seems to have a little bit of something for him, dropping down off that little bit higher. But Zach in 5th with our fastest lap time so far. And 1887 is looking to go up under Kelly. Oh, we have a yellow flag here. Let's see here. Looks like Josh Anderson with a crash. See what happens here. Looks like he's going 3 wide. You got AJ against the wall, and oh, kind of gets into the front of Crockett there. Let's roll this one back one more time here and speed time down. So Matt, looks like he just missed AJ there. As they go sideways into here. So you got Josh coming up a little bit on the thing. You've got Matt there. Matt is coming down just a little bit as it looks like Josh kind of back end slid up into him. But ooh, that new damage model, the front clip just came right off and the hood came back. You know, I can't remember if the hood actually blocks the driver's view. It would be interesting if that was the case. You know what? Actually, we can do this. Let me find the... Where is it? Cockpit view for Crockett. Let's see how long that hood blocks his view. So, yeah. Right here. Boop. Oh. Well, looks like Crockett's got a hood in the car with him. All right. Well, that's one way to final destination your sim racing. Hopefully he's not in VR. That might be a little terrifying. So looks like Connor is out of the race so far. AJ is nowhere to be found either. So we will go back over here. We are in lap 16 of... Whew. I'm going to need to turn my air down. It is getting warm in this room. Not showing any issues with the stream just yet. That's one. Looks like my wife may have touched the thermostat. Set it to 74. As we go back to race here, we'll hide the picture there. Let's go into the TV. See if the lights are turning off on the pace truck this time around. They are. Next time by will be green. There we go. All right. We will watch him come in the frame there on the right. All right, here we go. Lap 18 of 40 as these guys get started.
Green's out. Green flag.
Green. See if Caleb's going to have anything for Dakota as they're coming around here. 81 taking a little look. You got Zach looking up under there. So Caleb's got a little bit of a... Ooh.
Yellow flag is out.
That was some bad netco between Dakota and Caleb. They looked like Caleb was just trying to push him. But we got a little bit of an incident here between Casey Phelps, it looks like. Josh getting into the back of Dan Phelps. And then, let's go back there and watch that one again. Let's see what we got here. So, it's like Josh is coming down, turns the wheel all the way, but the car is already headed down the hill. And, yep. Turns him right into him. Ooh. So both Phelps into the wall hard there. And then he's bounced off, and as AJ's coming up, turns AJ right into it as well. Oh. Not a good incident there. It looks like Crockett almost getting involved in that as well. So it looks like your top 5 right now are Dakota, Caleb, Cody, Zach, and Kelly. We are doing quite a few pace laps here in this one. We're just over halfway in the race and coming up on the halfway mark on time. So hopefully these guys can get a few laps in here together and we don't finish this one out under cautions. Let me find the rear chase cam. Let's go through here and look at everybody's damages. It looks like your top 5 still have good front ends. John Crane, Sullivan. Looks like AJ Chantry has the worst one out of here, and then Josh's car still looks okay. Alright, as we go into TV3 here. Let's see. Looks like the pace lights are out. Wait for that pace truck to come around the corner here just to verify. Nope, pace lights are still on. That's one of the few things I wish they would fix is getting those lights so they show under all the camera angles. So your points leader has made his way up to 4th in this one. Let's see if Caleb can get a good line. Pace lights are off now. Let's jump on board Caleb and see how this start looks from his point of view here. Pacing around.
Green flag, green flag.
Here we go, here we go. Dakota gets a nice little jump there. Caleb a little late on the shift. But man, you can see that highline. Oh, gets into the back of Dakota, checks up. Oh, man. You got to watch that one from the inside of the Hurricane there. Let's see. This one's showing Cody Jacobs getting turned there. Yep, and then that. Oh, Zach getting into it. Kelly getting into it. The 17. Looks like everybody having a little piece of it here. Showing Phelps is having an accident too, or I wonder if that's just slowing down. Oh, yeah, he had to stop on track. And also showing one for Joe Sullivan, but his car looks okay. Oh, everything's moving. Hey. There we go. No. There we go. See what happened to Sullivan here. He sees it. He gets on the brakes. Trying to play dodgems. Oh, gets a little rear shot, but doesn't look too bad. That's from the 17 of Casey Phelps. Hopefully that car will still drive straight after that. That was almost like the big one at Talladega. As we pull this up here. Alright. So we're getting him racked back up. Showing your leader is Caleb Collins going down into the... Ooh, pits a little hard there. Guessing he's going to take a penalty for that one, maybe? Or did he... So that'll promote Zach up to your lead with Dakota Camper on his outside. As we wait for those pace lights to go off, we'll have about 10 laps to go. So hopefully we can get a nice green flag rung out of these guys. It looks like we got our Canadian force out here. They're cheering section for Cody tonight, running in 7th here after the invert. So not too bad. It looks like he's down 5 spots, but you know, it could be worse. Definitely a top 10. Sounds like Tyler says he's got plenty of practice he got put in. As the pace lights are out, so we are about to go green here. See if Dakota is going to have anything on that high side for Zach. As we will watch them come around as the pace truck will come in. Let's see, does Zach go immediately? Does he give it a little wait? Ooh, gives a little fake out. Gets a nice jump on Dakota there. We'll take that high line into turn 1 as we come around. Everybody kind of keeping it clean so far. Oh, 3 wide of Kelly back there. Watch him coming into 3. 17 going down to the inside there. John Crane running that low line. Oh, that sounds like a little bit of an impact out of somebody got into the wall. Check on Matt Crockett here running in 4th. I guess that was him that got into it. 17, Daniel Wiles looking to make a move on Eric Andrews. As we have 7 laps to go. Will it be enough time? Will Eric hold that last podium spot? So far, this is your closest battle on track. Can Hooters hold off the monster? As it looks like Eric is slowly maybe making up some time to Dakota. He might not be happy with third. It looks like Eric may be trying to go for second. Definitely seems to be getting a better run down that straightaway. Getting a little bit of a slick spot starting to develop there on the inside of the coming into the corner. Yep, you can see that slick line. Then you can see Sullivan back there. Sending it in on Crockett, going for that. Whoa! Into the wall. Sullivan got a little too much on that one. Sent her a little too hard. Dan Phelps down there with John Crane. See if John's going to be trying to make the move. Or they both going for the high side. As Zach has marched out to just about a 1.5 second lead. Ooh, Dakota into the wall. That's going to bring Eric into the picture here. Oh, run. Pushed him up a little bit. Don't think he realized Dakota was going that slow. Dakota on the outside going to try to take the... Ooh, a little sideways. Now he's going to have a whole... Ooh, back into the wall for Dakota. Crockett looking to come in. Ooh,
Yellow
having
flag
to
is
get
out.
on the binders. Oh, looks like we have a crash here. Looks like there's going to be a green-white checker here at the end if we have the time. 5 minutes. It will be close. Let's see. AJ Chantry here is shown as the crash victim. Gets up there. Oh, just gets a little too high. Overcorrects. And you got to see that trunk lid come up for a second. Twice. Don't see that part happen too often. As AJ will tow back to the pits. As we are going to go back live here. Yep. I just see it's swap up to lap 41, so it may just be a green checker. We may not get the white, or it may just be a white checker. Well, yeah. It's going to be tight on time. So, looks like the lucky dog is going to be the '07 of Josh Anderson to get his lap back now. Dakota, that car looking a little worse for the wear. Has been into the wall a couple times. I do believe he is missing. Let's see if I can find that left front view here. No, I said left. You know what? I meant right. No, he still has the fender there. But you can see it's pushed in pretty good. Let's pull him into that rear chase view here. Yeah, you can see it's pushed in pretty good. Let's run through the field here and see while we're waiting on this. Zach with a little bit of damage to that right front as well. Eric, that car's still looking pretty good there. Dan Wiles, a little bit on that right front and the left front. We saw Dakota earlier. Matt Crockett still looking alright on that front end, along with Kelly and John and Dan even. The front end of that car still looking pretty good. Sullivan's got a little damage to that left front. Casey Phelps has got a whole good bit of push in, but it looks like he may have a little bit of kink in that wheel. I'll wait for him to go straight and see how much. Yeah, it looks like he's having to turn left a little bit to go straight, maybe. Then you have Josh Anderson. Oh, Josh is playing with the throttle. I was about to say, that car is not going straight. But then we have Cody Jacobs in the 81 still looking alright. AJ and Connor and Caleb are all out of this race. Alright. Lights are off, and we're going to have a green-white checker here. Watching our top three will be Zach, Eric, and Daniel. Dakota back there in fourth. Let's see if he's been anything up or if he's going to be able to make a charge back to the front. Don't count out Crockett or Kelly right back there in that third row. As we come in here to watch this final bit. Alright, Zach taking him off. Eric's going to have the high side on the 17 of Daniel Wiles. Ooh, Crockett getting sideways. So it's going to be a race back to the line because we will only have a minute left under here. And this one will finish under caution, guys. So that looks like that involved Crockett. So let's watch here on this restart for Crockett. It looks like Dakota's coming up. And then, oh, Tried to parallel park it, not quite the right spot, Matt. Nowhere for Kelly to go. And then backs it up into the, busted the taillights out of that one and caught Dan Phelps and the 17 of Casey there. Yeah. So it should be this time by we should get the checkered and some results for us here. Make sure that anybody doesn't have to make any adjustments before we start pulling people in here. So as they are still pacing, we're going to get another green-white checker because it came out before time expired? I'm not really sure how iRacing works on that. Or will this be it'll go green and they'll have to run back to the line? But currently your top three are Zach Roethlisberger, Daniel Wiles, Eric Andrews. Fourth will be Dakota Camper. Fifth will be Kelly Pointer. I'll zoom in here to the Hooters machine of the number 9 and see. So, yep, that'll be your final.
Hang on, we're not going green.
Well, I don't know if Carl is doing something or not. It just said it's not going green, but it showed me the finish flag for a second, so. I'm not exactly sure what's going on at the moment. Yeah, hold on. Let me talk to Carl and see what's going on. So yeah, typical iRacing. It says it's going to go green this time, though we're not sure exactly what will happen. It already showed me the results once, but we will see if it changes in the end. Dakota going around. I am not showing any places changing position here on mine. So I believe we are in fact done here. Um, I think this is just one of those weird things that'll happen from time to time. Because I'm not seeing any updates on my SDK.
Hang on, we're not going green.
Yeah. We're not going green, but I think we're all done here. Alright, we'll go over to the look in the waiting room and get looks like Mr. Eric Andrews. If I can find Eric, I'll drag him up to the waiting room there. Oh, Kelly getting into Zach there. Looks like they're just having a little bit of fun. So it looks like we'll get to ask Zach about what happened to him with that thing there. Because we're pulling Mr. Eric Andrews to the thing here.
Hey.
Eric, this is John in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
So, third, correct?
Third both times. How about that?
Yeah. SDK flashed up the checkered flag and said, "We're not going green." I'm like, okay, I thought it was already over.
Yeah, kind of disappointed about that when I ran that bottom at the end there. Really came in. Those guys were having to pedal on the top, and I was able to battle all the way up to second place. And when I had to restart on the top there, they got a good run on that inside. And man, I wanted to be down on that inside. So when we were going to restart and I was on the inside, I was excited at least to have a shot at getting back to second. And the time ran out on us, but
Yeah, looked like Dakota had some issues there towards the end, and kind of got into the wall a few times there.
yeah, they said I know they were struggling up top. They were really having to pedal it, and that's when I decided I was going to test out down low. And they said that had some good grip down there. I was impressed, and like I said, I started wrapping the bottom, and that's where I started getting up there. And then I got up to second, and I was just like, okay, and now we got a shot if Zach messes up, which doesn't happen very often. But
No.
yeah, had to give it a whirl, and then of course, like I said, then the caution came out, and that hurt. But like I said, all in all, I can't complain for me to finish on dirt, third twice. I can't complain at all. So good, solid run.
Yeah, definitely not our normal dirt podium finisher there, but obviously you put in some practice. And how does it feel with the new update? Is it vastly different, or?
Um, shoot, when you say put in practice, that was my 30 minutes prior to coming in here, before the race. But yeah, no.
Well, you didn't pull a Hamilton and come in 5 minutes before time. Just bump the
Right.
track.
Yeah, I got to at least go a couple laps. But no, it felt really good. I mean, I felt really comfortable, which is saying a lot for me on dirt. Usually I'm like way out. Like once the track starts to come in, I'm like way out there, and just you can forget about it. And yes, it felt really comfortable tonight, and throttle response was good, and handling felt good. So I mean, I was happy with it. Like I said, there were some incidents out there, which is going to happen on dirt, and but like I said,
The
all in
first one
all,
seemed to go pretty well. It looks like the second one, once the field was inverted, people trying to make their way back through. Yeah, it's not always easy, especially not in Bristol on dirt.
no, it's not. So, but like I said, it it worked out okay.
Well, congratulations. Anybody you want to give a shout out to on that number 9 machine?
Obviously you guys for doing the broadcast. Well, you doing the broadcast tonight, but everything with Core and Carl, I give him a hard time, but he does a lot of stuff for this for Core, and other people behind the scenes. Obviously, Pointer Motor Supplies for uh, doing what they do and sponsoring. So appreciate that. Myself, I had the Hooter Chevy today, so
It's a good
kept telling
looking paint job.
Carl it was a distraction for all the other drivers. I needed to go with some kind of option to try and help myself out however I could on dirt, and evidently it worked some.
I tried that with the 96 swimsuit cover once. Had about the same effect.
Yeah, so I think I'm on to something. You might see this paint scheme next week at Kansas.
Brilliant idea. Well, congratulations, Eric, and hopefully we'll see you again soon.
All right, thank you very much.
All right, we're going to pull our number 2 in here, Daniel Wild. Daniel, this is John up in the booth. You get a copy?
Yes, I do.
All right, so second, looked like a little bit of a crazy path to get there, but tell me a little bit about how you saw that caution field second race.
I was just trying not to be a pinball like I was in the beginning in the first race. Just wanted to survive and try and keep from having to go into pits and fix the damage and have to come back up through the field. So, yeah, so it worked out.
How's the new dirt update making a lot of difference, or not really much at all?
To me, it made a lot because last night, you could barely even go full throttle down the front straightaway or the straightaways. And tonight, at least it made it raceable to where you can come full throttle off the corner and all the way down without just driving straight right into the wall.
Yeah, it looked like y'all got about probably 3/4 of the way through the race before they started to develop a little slick spot on the corner entry there. So looks like y'all didn't tear the track out too bad.
Yeah, I did notice that the track held up a lot longer than it has in the past when I've run dirt. So,
Well, all right. Well, before we let you get anybody you want to give a shout out to on that 017 machine?
yeah, I mean, America Racing, my wife, my kids for putting up with me doing this. You guys in the broadcast, Carl for running this league. I'm new. I joined halfway through. I'm enjoying it. Can't wait for next season.
All right. Well, hopefully we'll get to see some more of you before the season finishes up next week, and we'll let you go celebrate the second place.
All right, man. Have a good one.
You too. All right, let's pull our winner in here, Zach Roethlisberger. Zach, this is John up in the booth. You get a copy?
Yeah, John, I got you.
So, last to first, first to last, a couple times there, it seems like.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, man. I ran some. I'm not a dirt guy at all, and I ran some dirt officials last week, and seemed to like it. So, just figured I'd come out here and have some fun and see what we could do. And we just, we seem to have some good speed. So it was a lot of fun. Maybe the most fun I've had all season. That's for sure.
Well, it sounds like the new update, you're enjoying it pretty good.
Yeah, I figured if there's a time to get into dirt, like in dirt racing in general, this is probably the time with the update coming. So, yeah, seemed to enjoy it tonight. Like I said, had a ton of fun. Feels like you could kind of make both grooves work. You kind of had to read the track a little bit and see where it was slicking up and see where the cushion was. But ultimately, it was on you to find the line and make it happen. So, like I said, ton of fun for sure.
Yeah, it looks like you were making that bottom line work a little better than some of the other guys.
Yeah, it's weird. Bristol, for whatever reason, it just kind of has like that a divot or like a pocket, and if you could hit that pocket perfectly every time, and I didn't. When I did, it just seemed to make some speed rather than putting your tires right on the cushion and trying to run up in the tackiness. So I just found that was working better for me for whatever reason. I felt like I could hold a straighter wheel, running that bottom if I hit that dent or that divot as well as I could, and so that's where we were making headway.
Yeah, did you have some issues with your gear or something? Because it looked like at one point you stopped up on the straightaway there and were spinning the fronts just sitting still.
Yeah, so what happened was is I came into pit in the first race and missed my box and figured I'd come back around and just put tires on it, and I had to wait a while to let some people by, so that was me sitting there waiting to let those guys by so I didn't get a black flag.
Okay. Yeah, it was one of those. It didn't show you actually. The SDK didn't show you going into the pits. I was like, wait, what's going on? He was just doing so well up about 10 spots.
Yeah, so I pulled in the pits and it was like pit box in 2, 1, and I was just, sleeping. Didn't expect it to come up that fast. And sure enough, I missed it. So had to pay the price for it. But, that salvaged a decent finish in the first race. I think we were 5th. So happy with that for sure.
Looking forward to the truck race then?
I am. Like I said, like this has been as much fun as I've had all season. This is something new. I think it's a challenge for all of us out here that aren't dirt guys. So looking forward to it, and it should be a ton of fun.
All right. Well, anybody you want to give a shout out to on that 51 machine before we let you go?
Yep. Just want to thank all the league admins for putting the race on. Carl for all his work in race control tonight. Thank you for broadcasting and taking time out of your day to do that. So appreciate it all around.
That's no problem. And hopefully we'll see you here in the truck race in a little bit. And congratulations on the win.
Absolutely. Thanks, John.
All right, well, let's run down through this final race results here. We got your winner, Zach Roethlisberger. Second, Daniel Wiles. Third, Eric Andrews. Fourth, Dakota Camper. Fifth is Kelly Pointer. Sixth is John Crane. Seventh is Dan Phelps. Eighth is Joe Sullivan. Ninth, Casey Phelps. 10th, Josh Anderson. 11th, Matt Crockett. 12th, Cody Jacobs. 13th is AJ Chantry. 14th, Caleb Collins. Losing my voice or something here. And 15th is Connor Popwell after that early retirement. So we'll have the truck race coming up next. Just remember, guys, if you needed a energy drink that won't leave you with a crash, check out W Energy. And if you need any Amsoil products, check out Kelly Pointer for Pointer Motor Supplies. He'll get you set up. And for that, we'll see y'all again shortly for the truck race here. And y'all have a great day.